to Shweta B classes. So yesterday we solved a problem of hello word in C, so which is already completed, and today we'll start with the playing with characters. So we'll solve the next challenge in the HackerRank. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so once you enter, let us understand what is the objective of this program, why we have to write, and what will be the outcome. Okay, so if you read here, this challenge will help you to learn how to take a character or a string or a sentence as an input, and how you can print a character or print a sentence or print one string as a output. Now what is this, a character, a string, a sentence difference? So all of you know, right? If I say only C, then, or let's say H, okay, wait, or let's say H, then I call it as a character, right? Anything like this, one single letter is always called as a character. Let's say if you are writing a word, okay, then I can call it as a string. Suppose if you give the space and then write some other word, thank you, something like, now it became a sentence. Okay, where the sentence includes a space here. Okay, I'm talking about how it takes as an input. Okay, why I'm talking about all this, that you'll understand later. Now if you read it here, now if you have to take a single character as an input, then you can take it like this, using a scanf statement. I told you already that scanf statement will be used to take an input. So scanf statement, you can take a input character, or using a printf statement you can print the output, right? Suppose if you are taking one word, a string, as the group of words as a input, then you can use string percentages comma s, that is using a scanf as an input, and the same thing you can use using a printf. But if suppose you are taking a statement, I mean to say a sentence as an input, then can I take scanf percentages comma s, something like that, for input? Then answer is no. Okay, why? Because the moment I use this will consider the percentage s will take only one word. The moment you give a space, it will not take the next line, whatever you give as your input. So this you'll understand when we write the program. I'll make you understand how it works, Sunny. Okay, the same thing is explained in the note. So if you have to take an entire sentence as an input, then what you need to use, you have to use this particular symbol. Okay, so how to use it, that I'll teach you while we are doing a program. Okay, so now let's come to the task. Now what is the task that they are expecting us to do is, they want us to take three inputs. The first input should be a character, and the second input should be a string, and the third one should be a sentence. And they want us to print all those in three inputs that we are taking. Okay, so they have also given here a sample input and a sample input output that you can observe, right? So first line they have only character, in the second line they have a string, and in the third line they have taken a sentence as an input. In the same way, while printing also, they have printed a character in the first line, a string in the next line, and a sentence in the third line. So this is how our output should be. Only then all the test cases will be passed. If not all the test cases will be passed. So let us put it into a program now. Okay, so the basic thing is, since all these library functions I already explained when I am explaining the first program, the hello world program. Okay, so those who didn't watch that particular program, you can go back, it is there in the playlist, you can start from there. And those who don't know how to sign up, for that also I have made a video in the beginning itself, so you can go and watch those particular videos also. Okay, now let us start with this. Now since I want all my input should be in a character data type, let's take the character data type, and let us define all those things, variables. So the first variable is ch to take a single character, and the next one should be s to take a string. Since I am taking a string, I need to give a certain amount of length, right? So here they have given the strings for s and sen, that is sentence, will have fewer than 100 characters, including the new line, is the question, is the constraints here. So let us take only so much. Okay, I'll write here 100 That is my maximum length of the string or a statement. If I am taking a sentence also, I will give only 100 as the maximum length. Now I defined or declared all my variables whichever that I am going to use. Now the next thing is I need to take all of them as a input. Okay, so let us take. Now to take them as an input, what I have to use? I have to use a scanf statement. Okay, so the first one, scanf, then first one I'll take, okay, for the character percentage C, comma, ampersand ch. Okay, so this is my first input. I have taken my first input. Now the next input, scanf, string I am taking, so percentage s, comma, ampersand s is my second string input. Now next I need to take a third input, that is a sentence. So here also I'll take percentage s only. It will give me an error. I'll show you so that I'll be able to explain you why percentage s will not consider, what it will consider. Okay, you'll understand. Ampersand sen as a input. So now I have taken all my three inputs. Next is I need to print it. So let's do it. Printf. So percentage c, comma, ch. That's my first thing that I need to print. Second is again use a printf. Next is percentage s, because now I need to print a string, so s. The same thing, third line I need to print percentage s, comma, sen. This time I need to print a sentence. Okay, now I will run this code, but it will give you an error so that you can understand where you are going wrong and what. Okay, so let us run the program now. Okay, so if you see here, what is my input? Input is, it has taken an input, that is C language, welcome to CNE. But what is my output? C. C is printing, but in the same line the language, the second string is also printing, correct? And in the same line the first word of a third statement, whatever the statement is there, whatever the sentence is there in the third line, that is welcome to C, in that only the first word is printing. Why? I told you, when you use the symbol percentage s, the format specifier, the moment you give a space, it will not take the next input. Whatever the next statements that you write, it will not consider it as the input. Only the first word it will take. So for that, what you need to do, if you wanted to take the entire sentence, then you can use this particular symbol. Okay, dash n. Okay, now it will take the entire statement, and if you see here, all my inputs are getting printed in one single line. So that means I need to use a /n everywhere. So let's do it. /n. Now it will go to the next line. Again I'll use here one more /n. The next line I already used. Let's use here /n while printing, given while taking output. So this is it. Now let us run the code. Okay, so if you can see it, the test case has been passed. The expected input and my output and the expected output both are matching now, correct? So I hope you understood this. Okay, now this is one way of solving this problem. Now do I need to write all these three statements, or let's try putting all of them in one particular statement? Scanf, let us take all of them in one line, and print also, let us print all of them in one single line. Okay, so all you need to do is just take it, Control X, and paste it over here. Okay, the same way the next one also. I'm gonna paste it here. Okay, ampersand s, comma, ampersand s, comma, ampersand sen. Ampersand symbol we used to take the input. Okay, so now done. Now I have taken all my inputs in one single line. The same way, let us print all of them in one single line. Okay, Mansi. Okay, now what I did, I am trying to print all of them. Sorry, I am trying to write all of them in one single line. So to reduce the length of the code. Let's see whether it will execute or it will give any error in. Okay. Okay. So even this is getting executed. Okay. So you can write it in a one single line. I just copy pasted the last sentences over there. Okay. So I hope you understood this particular program. Okay. Now let us submit the code so that if there are any hidden test cases, let us see. Okay. See, there are another 2 test cases here. Okay. Let's see it running. Okay, very good. So see, if you can see all the hidden test cases, these 2 are the hidden test cases. Even those test cases are also passed successfully. Clear? So I hope you understood this particular program, how to solve it or how to approach it. So next, in the next particular class, I mean tomorrow's class, we'll see the next program of the C programming. Okay, so that is hopefully going to be sum and difference of 2 numbers. Okay, this program we'll see in the tomorrow's class. I hope everyone understood this particular program, and thank you so much, guys. Okay, stay updated.